When Walter Palmer drew back on his bow and took aim at Cecil the lion, he couldn't have imagined what would happen next. Cecil's killing led to worldwide condemnation, personal threats and poaching charges for the men accused of helping the American dentist. Cecil was Zimbabwe's most famous lion, a favourite among tourists visiting Hwange National Park, but Palmer has been accused of luring him out of the park in early July. He shot Cecil with his bow, then reportedly tracked the wounded lion for 40 hours before ending the protected animal's life with a gunshot. Cecil was then decapitated and skinned and found a week later, a skeleton picked clean by scavengers. Palmer reportedly paid $50,000 to go on the hunt. The two men, Theo Bronkhorst and honest Ndlovu, who led Palmer on his hunt, now face poaching charges. Palmer maintains that he believed his hunt was legal and that he'd bought the proper permits. He later apologised to his patients in a letter, calling himself a lifelong hunter. Zimbabwe's Environment Minister Oppah Muchinguri called him a foreign poacher who needs to be made accountable. Zimbabwe has asked the United States to extradite Palmer. Muchinguri says prosecutors in Zimbabwe have already begun the paperwork. Nearly 200,000 people have signed an online petition asking the White House to extradite Palmer to Zimbabwe. Protests have taken place online and in the streets. But still, some wonder, why do people care? African animals are poached quite often. In the same week that Cecil's death was reported, 5 elephants were slaughtered in a Kenyan animal reserve. Animal science professor Temple Grandin suggests the answer to our fascination with Cecil may be simple. It's because he had a name. Cecil was also part of an Oxford University research study. He was protected and collared. It was illegal to hunt him. It's also considered unethical to use bait to hunt lions. Still, safaris are a main source of tourism for the country, and lions as a species are in danger of dying out. There are now less than 30,000 on the continent. But loss of natural habitat to humans, not hunting, is the main culprit. Whatever the reason, many people do care. The Oxford University department studying Cecil has received nearly $470,000 in donations since his death, and the Harare government has begun a crackdown on illegal poaching. As a result, a second American hunter suspected of killing a lion without a permit has been arrested. Brent Staplekamp, the researcher who'd studied Cecil for 9 years, says about a dozen lions have been killed illegally in the region in recent years. He hopes Cecil's death will be the last straw and finally bring about some real change.